Hey guys, just a little bonus video today, I guess. I thought that I probably need to go over my background, give you a little bit of my story, and also explain why all of a sudden I'm doing YouTube videos and putting out my CD that's been on the shelf for years. It's called My Way Back to Me. But I realized that I'm too old to get a record deal, so obviously that's not what I'm trying to do. I just think that, maybe there's somebody out there that could enjoy what I'm doing, and, God's given me a talent, and I should be using it. So that's what I'm going to do. But I think a lot of people don't know my backstory. I've never been somebody that brags at all. If anybody knows me, I'm quiet and probably say 2 words the whole time. So, which is probably odd too that I'm doing this now because of that. But anyway, I almost got 4 different record deals, 3 of which were independent, small record companies, and then 1 was a major label, RCA. And I also had 2 independent publishing deals and 1 publishing deal that I did not take, that I wish I'd taken. It's probably the only thing I regret as far as the music goes, I guess. It was with a company that they had, as soon as I walked in the door, I found out that they had just gotten that Blake Shelton song with come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's looking to have a little fun. So that they had just gotten that cut, so I knew they were getting songs cut, but they were not going to pay me but just a little bit of money. But looking back, it's like a song is worth so much more than a little bit of money at the time. I mean, it's just, that's what I've always wanted, is to have one of my songs on the radio, whether it's me singing or somebody else. It doesn't even matter, singing. My heart is in songwriting, more than anything. Songwriting and being in the studio. I love being in the studio and producing and that sort of thing. Of those 4 record labels, one of them was with Harold Shedd, and he wanted, Harold Shedd produced the group Alabama, and he's a legend in Nashville, and to have been, to work with him would have been unbelievable. But anyway, so the record label he had was just really starting up, and he went to his partner and said, I want to sign this girl. And so they had already signed this guy, Mark McGuinn, and spent over $1 million trying to develop him as an artist and break him as an artist. And so his partner came back and said, well, we really don't have the money to do that right now. We can't do it right now. So that didn't work out, and I was heartbroken over that. And then one of the publishing deals that I had, we ended up going ahead and doing an album, which is My Way Back to Me. And, my publisher passed it around Nashville, the different record labels. And, there were record labels like Curb that they were interested and liked it, but they had a full roster. And so it got played to RCA, and the artist and repertoire lady for Martina McBride and Sarah Evans, she listened to it. And artist and repertoire is A&R, they kind of manage the artist. And so she was listening to the record one day, and the vice president walked by and stopped and said, who is that? And the next thing you know, I had a meeting with RCA, and I'm sitting there, and they're asking me to play 3 songs on my guitar, and one of the ones I played was In and Out of Your Arms, and I'm sitting there singing it, and I'm watching the A&R lady, and she's mouthing the words, like she knew the words, and I was kind of blown away. I was like, oh my gosh. And the reason we got the meeting in the first place was because the vice president liked my vocal, and so me and my publisher left the meeting thinking, oh my gosh, we have a major record deal. And we're just like, cloud 9 for like 2 weeks, and then we get a call, and they basically said, well, we're gonna have to pass. And they don't tell you why they pass. And, you know, I'm not comparing myself to any great country musician or singer, but, you know, a lot of the bigger artists and everything, they've been passed on before. And so, but my thing was I was already 29 years old, and that was like, in those days it was, and I guess still today maybe to some degree, that was kind of like ancient in female singers starting out. So at that point I decided, well, I can't keep, you know, risking this. I'll go back home and just start doing engineering, you know, use my engineering degree. And I quit writing, I quit playing out and all that stuff for years, for a long time. And then I guess it dawned on me over the last maybe a year or two that maybe I should be using that talent. Maybe I should be using what God-given ability I have. Maybe others will like it. Somebody might enjoy it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now, is that, you know, what have I got to lose? And then I'm also, you know, interested in developing young artists that, you know, they can sing really well, but maybe they don't have that writing ability, or they don't know what to do. I'm very interested in helping others maybe develop that talent and get a record deal. So, you know, I'm looking for that too, and this is another venue to kind of spread the word, I guess. And so if you know anybody, you know, let me know. I'm definitely looking, and yeah, and also just any support you guys can give me, I would greatly appreciate it. And, you know, bottom line is, I just hope you enjoy what I'm doing, and thanks.